attacks on Palestinian Christians, indeed any Palestinian, is totally wrong, and we need to see that stop. The Church remains steadfast in its support for Palestinians. The relentless attacks on the Christian population in Palestine and the wider region by the Israeli government are abhorrent, and we have seen Christian communities in Lebanon also cut off, with Palestinian refugees being the main target there. And also we've seen settlement expansion again in the West Bank also, which we know is in breach of international law. The bishops in the other place have publicly highlighted their concerns by condemning the violence, and they have joined His Holiness the Pope and the local heads of churches who have called for the protection of all innocent civilians.
One of my constituents has written to me about Natalie Abidaye, a young Christian girl from Birzeit in the West Bank who was seized at gunpoint by Israeli forces earlier this month. Her family don't know where she's being held. They don't even know if she is alive and being treated well. This is a repeated pattern of behaviour. We've seen the same treatment of Layan Nasir, another Palestinian Christian, last year. I've written to the Foreign Office Minister, but can I also ask what representations the Church has made to advocate for Natalie's release and for the protection of other Palestinian Christians facing detention?
And it is clear the Israeli government are breaching international law, and this really must be called out. For the attacks on Palestinian Christians, indeed any Palestinian, is totally wrong, and we need to see that stop. But the bishops of Southwark, Gloucester, Norwich and Chelmsford have written a joint letter on the 5th of June to the Right Reverend Dr. Imad Haddad, Bishop of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Jordan and the Holy Land, about the case of Natalie Abidaye. And they were clear in their letter that Natalie's detention is a violation of Article 76 of the 4th Geneva Convention. The bishops have renewed their call on the government of Israel to abolish its punitive practice of administrative detention immediately, and to immediately release Natalie and all those that are being presently held. We all know that these are cruel measures, Mr. Speaker, and as Christians we must all speak out for the defenceless and for the destitute and the voiceless, and I will continue to do all I can in my capacity, both as a Member of Parliament but also as the Second Church Estates Commissioner, to ensure the Church stands against the violence we have seen across the region for far too long.